welcome to Trinity Lutheran School's 2020 graduation. I'm excited that we're able to finally be together to celebrate our 8th grade class and all their accomplishments throughout this unusual year of schooling and how hard they worked this year through everything. So I'd like to open with a prayer. We pray for our graduates today and lift them before you. We thank you so much for these we love and for the work you are continuing to do in their lives. They are a gift to us and to many others, and during this season of new beginnings, we ask that you would make their way clear. We ask that you would keep their footsteps firm and remind them that you are with them, always. May they sense the freshness of your spirit over their lives in amazing ways. May they be strengthened and filled with hope for the new roads you have in store. We ask for your wisdom and clear direction over their lives, that you would give them understanding beyond their years. Thank you that your timing is perfect. We pray that you direct their steps, that your plans for them would prosper, that every place you have determined for them to walk will be paved clear. We ask for you to open doors that need to be opened and close every one that should be shut tight. Allow every gift and treasure you have placed inside their lives to grow, develop, and flourish. May they feel your peace and security. Amen.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Teach me, O Lord, to follow your decrees,
that I will keep them to the end.
Give me understanding,
and I will keep your law and obey it with all my heart.
Direct me in the path of your commands,
wherever I am led.
Turn my heart towards your statutes,
and not toward selfish gain.
Turn my eyes away from worthless things.
Preserve my life according to your word.
Our first scripture reading is Psalm 16. Keep me safe, O God, for in you I take refuge. I said to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you I have no good thing. As for the saints who are in the land, they are the glorious ones in whom is all my delight. The sorrows of those will increase who run after other gods. I will not pour out their libations of blood or take up their names on my lips. Lord, you have assigned me my portion and my cup. You have made my lot secure. The boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Surely I have a delightful inheritance. I will praise the Lord who counseled with me. Even at night, my heart instructs me. I have set the Lord always before me, because it is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. Therefore, my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the grave, nor will you let your Holy One see decay. You have made known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand. And our second reading comes from Proverbs 2. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, and if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He holds victory in store for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk as blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path, for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse, who leave the straight paths to walk in dark ways, who delight in doing wrong, and rejoice in the perseverance of evil, whose paths are crooked, and who are devious in their ways. It will save you also from the adulteress and from the wicked word wife with her seductive words, who left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. For her house leads down to death, and her paths to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Thus you will walk in the way of good men, and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it.
Well, guys, it's been known for a long time, the big class at Trinity. It's been together many, many years. Most of you guys have been here as long as I have. Some of you predate me even. And so I want to start out by letting all of you know I am extremely proud of every one of you. I truly, truly am. All of you worked hard. And you work hard because all the teachers you've had, some of which are sitting here, Miss Messina, they made you work hard. And that's for a reason, because we wanted to instill in you work ethic. We wanted to prepare you for what's facing you when you get to high school. You guys responded with all the pushing and the pressure that was put upon you. You responded well. All of you have accomplished what you came here to do academically, and that is to leave here satisfactorily satisfying all of the requirements to go on to high school. You guys worked hard. We made sure of it, and you responded. You guys were a lot of fun. I don't know if Miss Perez is going to agree with me or not, but I think you guys were a lot of fun. Even when she was in the classroom next door, and it would be religion class time, and you guys would get me so frustrated, and I would be raising my voice at you, and I could hear Miss Perez next door laughing. But you guys were a lot of fun because you're a big group, and all of you got along together. There's a lot of big personalities in this bunch, and you guys were an awful lot of fun in all of the years that I had you here. Another thing I really like about you guys might have noticed it, but when I have you in class, I love to pick on you guys. I really love to pick on you guys. I love to insult you, and I love to degrade you and demean you, and of course in a loving way. And you guys, though, were different than some of the rest. The rest of them just kind of sheepishly smile, oh, Pastor. You guys fought back. You guys gave it right back to me. You guys didn't take any of my stuff. You guys are a special bunch. And another thing that sets you apart is that even though we had a lot of fun and there was a lot of back and forth in that class, there was also some really, really good discussions religiously that went on in that class. Multiple times I would not get through what I wanted to get through to teach you guys, not because you were goofing off or being disrupted, but because there were so many good questions and perspectives being fired at me, and I tried really hard all the years you were here that if you had a question, I wanted to answer it. I wanted to give you an answer instead of just brush it off if it was one of the hard ones. And sometimes these discussions got really deep, and you know, we all grow when we have those types of discussions. So that's what I'm going to remember all of you guys about. You guys were a different, a special group. Another reason to be proud of all of you is that you have kept going and you persevered under what turned out to be very difficult circumstances. This isn't normal, what's going on right now. Every one of us in the sanctuary has a mask on. That's not normal. Okay? The last 2 months of class, I had to see you guys over a computer screen. I couldn't be in front of you. I couldn't harass you in person. I couldn't address your questions in person. That's not normal. There's supposed to be music going on. There's supposed to be an organist playing all these great hymns that you guys would have a choice in selecting, but that's not happening tonight. There's supposed to be a party out in Parish Hall after we finish, but that's not going to get to happen either. And a big part of me really, really does hurt and ache because I feel like in some way all of the classes in 2020 are kind of missing out on some things that everybody else got to do. And honestly, it's not fair, but you know, as you guys have already learned, we talked about in religion class, as long as the devil's at work, life ain't going to be fair. But in spite of these very difficult circumstances, you guys finished. You were coming up on the finish line. You could have just packed it in. You could have just laid down, but you didn't. You kept going. You did everything she asked of you. And so this is another reason why you guys are special and why you deserve a lot of kudos for what you've accomplished. And in a way, it's going to be kind of good because you learning how to operate under difficult circumstances and you learning a good work ethic is going to serve you well when you get to high school. There's a couple of things about high school. I mean, I don't know if you guys are like, because again, I haven't had to talk to you in the last 3 months like I usually get to do my other classes, but I don't know if you guys are scared to death about going to high school or if you just can't wait to get there. I don't know which it is. Maybe a little bit of both. But one thing, the two things that you need to be aware of going on is, number one, high school's hard. They don't just hand out diplomas for showing up. High school is difficult, and it's going to require the work ethic that you displayed here. Another reason why all of these teachers, all these years have pushed you and pushed you and pushed you, so that you will be ready when you get there. And number two, things are going to be kind of different, you know. You've been in a very small school anchored around Jesus. Most of you, I believe, are going to go to really big schools, and there isn't going to be religion class every day. And so you're going to have all these different people, and you're going to have all these new friends that you're going to make, and the whole environment isn't going to be what you've been used to. So the work is going to be hard, and the whole situation is going to be different. But the third thing that I hope you realize clearly is that in spite of the fact that it's going to be hard, and in spite of the fact that everything's going to be different for you, you can do it. Every one of you can do it. I saw it in that classroom. When you guys put your mind to it, you can do anything. All of you are very, very smart. All of you have a good work ethic, and all of you have great hearts. You absolutely can do it. So don't be afraid of high school. Sure, it's different. Sure, it's hard, but you can handle hard. This Trinity's hard. It's not easy. It's hard. But you guys did that. Heck, we all know Miss Perez is difficult. You did that. And it's different, but you know, you're going to go through life, and every few years or so often, there's going to be something that comes up different. College is going to be different than high school, and employment's going to be different than school, and then eventually there'll be marriage and family, and changes a part of life. And so now you're going to experience a change, but you guys are going to be able to handle it because you guys are good at it. And I think you probably know what I'm going to say is that, okay, I told you it's hard, I told you it's different, but don't forget about Jesus. For however many years you've been in here, that has been drilled in your head, and not only by me, every teacher you've had has pointed you to the cross of Jesus. And we've told you that when it's hard, Jesus is going to strengthen you because you get your wisdom from Him. You've been told that repeatedly here, and you know that that's true. It's going to be different, but Jesus is going to show you the way. Jesus has a plan for every single one of you. And He's going to lead you. Even when the waters get a little choppy, He never forgets you. We've talked about that for all the years that we've been here together. So don't forget about Jesus. Now it's going to be different because I don't believe any of you guys are going to a religious school. If I'm correct, that means you're not going to get the Word in school like you did here. You guys got Jesus every single day. You had chapel once a week, religion class every day almost. But you're not going to have that in high school. And so that means that church attendance is going to be extremely important. Go to church. You guys remember, raise your hand, one of the guys, raise your hand if you remember the cell phone analogy that I taught you in confirmation class. Maria knows everything. Maria, what's the cell phone analogy? You got to plug it in, because if you, like the cell phone here, it's working right now because I've got 24%. But it's still working, right? It's still working. But if I don't plug it in once in a while, the battery's going to get weak. Eventually it's going to shut off and it's not going to work. You got to plug it in to keep it going. Your faith is the exact same way. You have been saved because Jesus died and rose for you, every one of you. And you guys believe that to be true. That's why you're children of God. But don't take that faith for granted. You've got to maintain it like you got to maintain everything else. You got to plug it in. Like you do the cell phone, and you plug it in by going to church, word and sacrament, worshiping. That's what keeps you connected to Jesus. And like I said, on one hand, there's no reason for you to be afraid, but on the other hand, you're going to need Him. It's a tough world. Every one of you are capable of succeeding, but you're going to need Him. So go to Him every week. Hear His Word. Receive His sacraments. You can do this because of Him. He's going to make sure you do it. And by the way, I know a lot of you have churches of your own, but now that you're a graduate of Trinity, you have a lifelong membership card at Trinity's youth group. Every single one of you, there's a place for you if you'd like to join us here. Mr. Grunwald does a lot of wonderful things on a very regular basis. We'd love to see you there. Now, every year when I have graduates, I always speak to them, or I speak to them individually. This year it might take a while because there's so many of you, but that's okay. So first on the list is Allison. And I see her right now. She's got her mask on, and I know she's smiling and laughing uncontrollably underneath that mask. And the thing I'll remember about Allison is she, you know, when I first got here, you didn't talk much. At least not to me. Maybe you did to everybody else, but not to me. You would talk to me for nothing. And now, once you got into the 8th grade, I can't get you to be quiet. You've changed a lot. You've changed a lot for the better. Allison, you have a very winning personality. You're a good kid, and you naturally attract people. You're going to do well in high school. You're going to do good. Michael. What's up, buddy? Michael, I don't know that you still, do you have a voice? I've never heard you speak. You don't talk. I know, well, Frank, I know. You're always smiling. You've got the greatest attitude I've ever seen. You've always got a smile on your face. You're always in a good mood. Even when I make bad jokes, you laugh at them anyways. Michael, I don't know if you understand how smart you actually are. Because when we were in class and I'd ask you a question, you'd hem, you hum, I don't know, wouldn't, but you knew, you just wouldn't say it. All you have to do, son, is trust in yourself and don't be afraid, because you're a very smart kid. You're going to do good. You're going to do real good. Now, Lucia. I am going to remember Lucia for a couple of reasons. Number one, Lucia, well, 3 reasons. Number one, Lucia makes friends very easily. Lucia is very sociable, but see, Lucia is also very respectful, because Lucia often did not get me angry in class. I think I might, once or twice, maybe you pushed my buttons, but for the most part, you were always really laid back. And she's laughing right now behind that mask, I can see it. And that's Lucia. When I would pick on Lucia, she would just bust out laughing. Lucia makes friends easy. Lucia is also very smart. When I would ask Lucia a question for confirmation, I know she's got great masters over there in Manuel Downers Grove. Pastor Chris and Pastor Nate, they're good people. They taught her well, because every time I asked her something, she knew it. So Lucia, keep that going. You have no reason to be afraid of high school, because people can't help but like you. You're a great kid and you're smart. Oh, the third reason, you take teaching well. You remember when I taught you how to shoot a basketball before the basketball game? And then you went out and scored like, what, 16 points or something? I didn't know that was the first time you ever played, but you're the best student I ever had for basketball. Maria is the go-to. Anytime the discussion would get bogged down and nobody knew the answer, I would never call on Maria for anything, because Maria always would come up with it when things get a little tough. Maria is very, very intelligent, and she works very hard. But Maria is also very good-hearted. You can always count on Maria to do the right thing. You can count on Maria to say the right thing. Maria always wants to help. And so, Maria, you also, like all the rest of your classmates, have qualities that are going to serve you very well as you continue to grow. So, keep cultivating the God-given intelligence you have, and keep that good heart, because you're going to go places. Julia! Hi, Julia! Julia, I'm going to remember, because nobody works as hard as Julia does at trying to please you and trying to make you happy. Julia works really, really hard, and if I asked Julia a question, most of the time Julia knew the answer. If Julia didn't know the answer, Julia couldn't bear to let Pastor Wagner down. She had to try. She had to give it the effort. Julia works really, really hard, and Julia cares about people. Julia is an extremely caring person. That also is those are also great qualities, because you're a really great-hearted kid. And so when you get into school, people are going to take notice of that when you get into high school. And people are going to be drawn to you because you work hard to make people happy. And that's a God-given trait that you have. So you keep that up. Penny! I see you back there. Believe it or not, Penny's very funny. She is. You know, she's funny, but she's one of those people that's funny without trying to be funny. You know, Penny will just say and do things, and when Penny gets stressed out over an answer, she starts doing this and hyperventilating, and we got to tell her, calm down, Penny, don't, breathe, it's okay, this question's not worth having a heart attack over. Penny is very funny, but also really good-hearted. Penny cares. Penny wants to do the right thing, and Penny genuinely loves people. I'm going to remember that about Penny. And Penny, I say to you, you also need to be more sure of yourself, because when you sit in my office and you're doing your memory work for your oral exam, which, by the way, is probably going to be confirmation July 19th for you guys are being confirmed here. Information will go out this week. But Penny, be sure of yourself, because you knew those answers, but you get so worked up because you were stressed out. I get you to calm down, you spit the answer out. So be sure of yourself and work hard. That's what you need to do. Thumbs up. Jordyn. There she is. Jordyn will be memorable because Jordyn, well, I don't know. Again, when I was teaching class, she was quiet, but I get the feeling that she's not always very quiet, though. I think, again, in class with me, she was just trying to, kind of, maybe you were putting on a bit of a front, weren't you? Yes. But you were quiet, but you knew, every time I would call on you, you knew your answer. You're a good student. You really are a good student. Jordyn is very friendly. Everybody gets along with Jordyn. Jordyn is very likable. But the other thing about Jordyn is you're very thoughtful, because you wouldn't say much in class, but once in a while, you would fire off a question, and it was one of those really deep, thought-provoking questions. You're very thoughtful. You think things through. That also is going to serve you very well when you you get to high school. So keep that good heart that you got and keep thinking. Oh yes, I almost forgot Giovanna. Way in the back. Giovanna is extremely entertaining. Giovanna is hilariously funny, and one of the things about Giovanna is that, like I said, I like to pick on my kids because I like to have fun with them that way. Boy, does Giovanna fight back. Oh, you will not win a back and forth with her. And the other thing about Giovanna that's going to serve you well is Giovanna is not afraid to ask a very difficult question. And Giovanna is not afraid to say, wait a minute, and express a possible differing opinion. Giovanna speaks her mind, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Giovanna started a lot of discussions. A lot of those discussions, we said those classes that might take a while, it's because Giovanna was asking these really great questions. Those are good qualities for you to have. Always ask questions. Keep asking questions. Don't just accept what is thrown at you if you feel that it doesn't seem right. And, you know, you and I at times, we had different thoughts or different points of view, but we talked and we grew to understand each other every time, didn't we? She's nodding. It's true. So keep the ability to ask good questions and keep the ability to have a good, healthy, respectful conversation, because these are also things that the world needs more of. The world needs more of all of you. I wish that you guys could be sticking around because you guys were great. So in closing, you've graduated from the school, but you ain't graduated from church at all. Don't act like you have. You need to keep going. We've talked about it. We talked about the cell phone analogy. You have to keep going. Because without him, it's a difficult road. Well, you find him in church. Keep going. Keep your faith as your number one priority. Like I said, it's easy when you're here because you have religion class every day. You probably won't have religion class in high school. You probably won't have it in college. And when you get to college, you aren't going to have parents to push you to go to church. Get in the habit of doing it now so that when you go off into college, this is what I do, and you'll keep on the right path. And believe in yourself. Believe in Jesus and believe in you, because he made every one of you very special human beings, and he's blessed all of you in different ways. I went down the list. I talked about how different all of you guys are to me. He's blessed you. So believe in yourself. You can do it. Every single one of you have the ability to succeed in high school. I saw it over there. You can do it. Believe in yourself. And so the last things I want you to know is that it doesn't matter how much time may go by or how old you might get. Believe it, one day you'll get old. I know it's hard to believe, but you will. Julie and I are always here for you. She's always going to be your principal. Doesn't matter if you go to school here. You're part of our family. And you're always going to be one of my kids, even when you're an adult. I've now been a pastor long enough that I have kids that are adults. You're always going to be one of my kids. And I'm always going to be there for you if you need me. All you got to do is call me. And I love every one of you. And I wish you the best. Thank you.
It is time for diplomas. So normally I can have you all stand and the else come through, but we're going to do it a little bit different. Is here I'm going to call each one of you up individually. Come get your certificate of graduation from Trinity. So give everyone time to get up, get down. And our first graduate, Allison. Julia Lesh. Penelope Lawyer. Jordyn Harding. And last but not least, Giovanna Ramirez. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Let us pray. Gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening very, very thankful. It would be easy for us, with all of the circumstances going on in our country and in our world, to come to you angry, hurt, fearful, or upset, but tonight we come to you thankful because though these have been difficult times, you've continued to bless these 8 students. And you've continued to equip them and to lead them through school here, and we know that you're going to continue to do the same going forward. We offer you thanks for all of the years that you've brought us with them together. And we ask that you would continue to guide and direct their steps as they take their next step in life. We ask that you would bless all of their families, all of their parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, that have continued to support them and to nurture them as they continue to walk in life. We ask that you would continue to equip them also. And lastly, we ask that you would just continue to guide and direct all of us. Continue to keep us here at Trinity focused on you. Continue to strengthen our teachers here to continue to provide more graduates for the world. And we ask that you would continue to bless us and to guide and direct us. In the name of Jesus we pray.
Amen.
Taught by our Lord and trusting in his promises, we are bold to pray.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine down upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord look upon you with his favor and grant you his peace.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, we'd like to thank everyone for attending and helping us maintain social distancing and following our guidelines. At the end, we'll let each graduate come up so that you can take pictures individually. Since Gio, you had to wait to come up last, you get to go first for pictures, okay? So thank you for coming tonight.